Hi, I'm Dan Hines, and I'm here with Zareen T. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you, Dan Hines.
And we are playing Far Cry 4. This is one of the new sections set in the Himalayas. It's very high up a mountain.
As you can see.
As you can see, and there's a lot of snow. And currently I'm just sort of scoping out this base. And I just shot
nice
a man
headshot.
with a crossbow. Yeah, I think that was a headshot. It usually comes up and tells you, but yeah, so
okay.
took one of them out with this awesome multi-crossbow that has a lot of bolts at once. And this goat came up and said hi. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Saw the crossbow. He's getting out of there.
So did the goat come up here because you made a sound by
I think he
shooting
heard
something?
something. Yeah, yeah. And he's usually just sort of wandering around.
Right.
There's some yaks a bit further down there as well. So now I'm kind of going over to...
So not only do you have to worry about making sound that attracts humans, we have to worry about making sounds that attracts the local wildlife as well.
Yes, and not just me, but these people, as you'll probably see up here. Now, this is, you can see this guy patrolling, so I'm like, right, I'm going to take this guy out, you know, silently with my crossbow. But then, oh my god, no, there is a snow leopard, and the snow leopard starts attacking him and takes him out. Now, you can probably see he just fired his gun at the snow leopard. Oh,
And you just took it out like that.
And yeah, so like, you can see it's got like some nice fuzz on its fur, which is cool. And the crossbow bolt is in its leg. I can pick it up again.
Oh, nice.
And while I'm here, I'm just going to skin him and, you know, maybe make a wallet out of him or something.
That was pretty cool.
That's
Wait,
pretty cool.
Okay. I wanted to see if the body itself would be all mangled looking. Or
No. You can see I'm picking up the guide's body, which is a new feature in Far Cry 4. You couldn't do that in Far Cry 3 before. You could move them if you had them as like in a melee takedown animation, and you could drag them, but once you let go, you couldn't pick them up and put them down again.
Yeah.
So that's nice for stealth. I got to be careful because he could roll down the hill
Right.
if I put his body in a kind of like a precarious position, but I think it's fine.
And what happens if other NPCs come across his fallen body? Do they get set into alert mode?
Yes,
or-
they get set into alert mode. You'll probably hear one of the guys said, this guy didn't even hide the body. What an idiot, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. So here we're going up to try and find the lieutenant to kill him with our knife and take a photo of him. That wasn't the lieutenant, but that was a knife.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. So we still got the chain takedowns here, as
Oh,
you can
here we
see,
go,
taken
yeah.
down two at once.
Very nice kill.
There's this dude behind me, which I'm not very good at aiming at, but there we go.
Did you just stab yourself with that?
Yep, so you still have the Surrettes, which you can use to heal yourself. And you get knocked down as well, which is a bit awkward. And there we go, crossbow to the leg. So you still have the healing animations. If you're out of Surrettes, you can like bend your arm back into place or dig a bullet out of it, which you'll probably see later on. And yep, we just took a photo of the commander, and that is the mission. Then we have to get out of there. So here we are trying the assault again, and we wanted to do something a bit different by like leading some wildlife over to the commander. And I think, yep, there's the bear. He's going to go up and do our job for us.
So how did you do that? You made him fire his gun to attract the noise. of
That's
the
right,
bear.
yeah. And you can throw some bait as well, which I believe I did. But now I've got to get rid of the bear, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to throw a grenade at it.
Oh dear, that poor bear did not stand a chance. Wow, look
Oh.
at that! Look at that ragdoll.
Bear ragdoll. Back here again, I'm going to try and use the bear completely, I believe, this time. So I'm sort of pre-throwing some bait around, and this is the cage with the bear in it. All right, there, he's out. Now, because I released him, I think he kind of goes for me first, so I'm just sort of bailing and letting him kind of get attracted to the enemies that are around him.
And he seems to have done that very nicely. And I noticed you threw the bait in a line. Were you trying to like lead it?
Yeah, I was. I believe that once people start shooting at him, though, like you see here, he's going to go and kill the person who's actually shooting at him. And I tried to sort of stand back and sort of watch the firefight, but he's getting shot from multiple directions, so he doesn't know what to do. And I believe he gets taken out pretty quick just there, yeah.
Oh, poor bear.
Yeah, so I'm like, better shoot them down. This guy tried to jump over my crossbow bolt, apparently, but nope, he's down.
I think he looked like, in fact, he was trying to scale that wall.
That's right, yeah. Guards didn't do that before, and they have a lot more verticality abilities this time, so they can actually scale walls after you, which is cool.
That's pretty cool. Except that he was right next to a slope in which he could have
Yep.
just walked up easily.
Pretty much, yeah. He wanted to look cool while doing it.
Indeed.
I'm trying to grenade this guy, but I just can't get the angle right. So, because they don't bounce in the snow, which is cool. So I'm just like,
Physics.
all right, we'll go for the vertical takedown.
Oh, wow. He
Bam,
did not
death
stand a
from above.
chance. Nice. Now, I noticed you got points for that as well.
Oh, yep, XP and points. This is me showing the new kicking system. You can kick things.
Very
And just to
cool.
show how high up we are, let's just see it go down the cliff.
Oh my gosh.
We're really
For a
high
moment,
up.
I thought you were about to fall down yourself.
So here we are at a fortress, which is like a very large outpost, and we're going to go and take it over by killing everyone inside. And we're going to do that by riding an elephant in. Elephants are basically a tank, which is kind of cool.
It seems very happy to be just randomly.
It's very it obeys your commands quite well, which is nice.
These
So yeah,
tamed elephants.
smashing through some walls. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, there's an elephant! What's going on?"
There's a dude with a machine SMG,
Yep.
like mounted on an elephant. I would start running too.
I would. This guy doesn't get away because
Oh,
whoa, he's on the
elephant
trunk.
picked him up. That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So this time we're trying it again, but there's actually 2 elephants here. So we're going to try and bring both elephants into the base at the same time and see if that helps us. Because apparently 1 elephant was not enough elephants.
2 elephants.
2 elephants.
Just randomly on your side.
Oh yeah. So we're going to hop off him and
That
just
was
let him.
funny.
He's going to go on his own and just sort of start stampeding, I guess is what elephants do, through the fortress.
Are you a target of that stampede as well? Like, if you get in the way, will you be...
That's a good
crushed?
question. I think if I start shooting it, yes.
Okay.
But I'm very careful not to do that. So, yeah.
They'll remember. They always remember.
They always remember. Elephants never forget.
Oh, and this one's just happy to go in as well.
So here we, yep. He's like, I'm going to go in with my friend because you're on the back of me. Here we go
And the
in.
reinforcements are
They're still on the way. That's going to be a chopper that comes in. Double elephant, tandem, tag team. So he's
Twice
going to go
as
out that
much.
way. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to let the second elephant go off on his own as well.
You set them free, Dan. You set them
I set them free to kill.
to do your bidding.
Yeah. What I'm trying to do here is just kind of get a good vantage point to watch the elephants wreak havoc. But I believe one of them has died over the other side of the base, so I've only got this one left.
There he goes. Look at him go.
There he goes.
What's that white marker pointing
That's
towards?
saying there is an enemy in that direction. It's this chopper, which is the reinforcements that have now come in. And I'm like, do I have a rocket launcher? Nope, no I don't. So I'm, alright, I'll just try and shoot them all. Meanwhile, the elephant is down there doing his thing.
And was your objective in this one to destroy the enemy base, essentially?
Basically, you take it over by killing everyone inside.
Okay.
But that counts the reinforcements if they come in. You also have to kill them as well.
I can hear the elephant just like trumpeting and going off. It's
Yeah, he's doing half my job
chaotic.
for me, which is pretty cool. They're obviously not invincible though. I think they can take a few more hits than the bear because you know they've got that thick leathery skin that absorbs bullets.
I wonder if like you can eventually like, from the looks of it, just go all in and lead like a whole
An army
herd
of
of
elephants. I wonder how many on-screen elephants the game can handle. That's a good question, actually. But yeah, we should try that once we get hands-on time again.
Indeed.
Just bring them all to one point and be like, all right, now's the time.
Elephant stampede.
So that second chopper has come in and dropped more reinforcements.
Jeez. How many do they need for one elephant?
I don't know, but this is a mortar, which is a new weapon, and we can kind of aim it from a top-down perspective, which is pretty cool, and
What?
sort of
How
choose
does
where to
that-
fire it. The engine just handles it. I don't know, but here we go. We're firing it, and then I'm getting sniped at the same time. You can see the shell landing there, kind of blowing the trees and
Oh wow,
the
I like
banners.
how the banners all like
Yeah.
moved in motion with all
It's a
that.
bit of close-range grenade launcher action here, which is, you know, not advisable to try at home. And does that go there? Yeah, he's going down. So I'm just sort of trying to take everyone down. There's this other chopper coming in as well, because if you take your time, the reinforcements are going to just sort of keep coming in.
So you need to kill them all off before more? Can't keep
Yeah,
them in,
yeah,
or-
pretty much. You can disable the alarm switches in the base beforehand. Bam. The thing about taking out these fortresses is it's very hard. You'll probably notice I'm getting shot a lot, and I'm sort of ducking back to heal. I've just run out of Surretts now, so when I try and heal, he's going to do the healing animation, which takes longer and leaves you more vulnerable. So
But I like that. Like, I mean, like taking over a fortress as one man should not be an easy feat.
exactly,
anyway.
this is meant to be a real challenge, and you can kind of see that it is. There he goes, just digging a bullet out, wrapping it up, like a hardcore man that he is.
Walking it off.
That shot there just took out the MG nest, which was really useful. We flew out the window. So here we are again trying the assault with the gyrocopter, which is a new vehicle. It's basically a small one-man helicopter that is extremely vulnerable because there's no protective glass whatsoever.
I can see that.
So I'm going to go up and I'm just going to sort of like rain some grenades down and try not to get shot along the way.
This seems like a solid plan. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. Nothing really, as far as I can tell.
And it looks like they've noticed you already.
They have noticed me and they've decided to shoot at me. The big threat when you're up in these is the snipers. And if you remember them from Far Cry 3, they have like a red laser sight that shows when they're aiming at you.
So if you hide, like if you hid in that smoke that you just flew past.
I don't know if the stealth extends that far to hiding a helicopter in smoke, but...
well, not completely hidden, but at least obscuring.
Possibly. I didn't think to try that, but yeah. So that sniper's now trying to aim at me, and I'm trying to aim at him. You can't shoot your foot, unfortunately. You can see the camera sort of pushes the gun away from the foot, so that you don't blow yourself up.
As human instinct goes.
I guess. I mean, it would be kind of cool to do that, but, Alright, sniper down. The gyrocopter is beeping, so I'm just like, oh god, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Eject.
And here's some smoke coming out of it, which is never good as far as, video games go. The beeping's getting a bit more high-pitched.
And yet he was still piloting.
At this point, I'm getting as high as possible, so I'm just like, alright, I'm going to get ready to bail out. Okay, yep.
But how will you do it?
I believe I have a parachute. You have a wingsuit and a parachute, which is a lot of suits for one man to be wearing, but there we go, parachute's up. Now we're just kind of gently oh god, avoiding the chopper blades there. They do actually hurt you if you land on them, which is...
nice touch.
Yeah. Healing myself in midair, which is pretty cool. And that was a lovely landing, if I do say so myself.
Not wanting to toot your own horn or anything.
No, not at all.
Alright, how do you even see your progress though? I mean, I guess you just have to base it upon how many people are still firing at you, I guess.
Yeah, basically, it will tell you once you've killed everyone, and you can kind of keep track of them on the minimap down in the lower left-hand corner. But it's a straight up sort of gun battle at this point. Once your plan has been ruined, as it just was.
The gyrocopter plan. Yeah. I guess it wasn't ruined. We just found out a new way not to go.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's very difficult, but you'll notice that I'm not sort of dying straight away. I always have that chance to kind of duck away and heal and sort of come back from a new position. But there's always a lot of pressure on you. You've got to be very aware of, the open spaces and angles that enemies can get a shot on.
Yeah, and you're ducking into cover quite frequently, and those snipers, they really keep you in there.
Yeah. It really does pay to go and observe the fortress beforehand, like we were doing back in the Himalayas, but I didn't get a chance to do that because I went straight in with a helicopter. Throwing a lot of grenades, taking that MG post out. That MG post is really good because if you keep it up and a chopper comes in, you can shoot the chopper down with it. So there's a lot of using the fortress's sort of installations against anything that can kind of come against you. You could use the mortar as well if you're a good shot, but I'm not, so...
Yeah, I would have hopped up on the MG post, actually, and see how many I could gun down first.
Totally, yeah.
Oh no, is this the end of the line? You're cornered, they flanked you.
I'm totally cornered, but no, it's not.
Is that something that they actively do? The enemies, do they actively try and flank you, with
absolutely. And they'll call it out as well. They'll be like, oh, I'm flanking him, or he's over there, or he's... They're very good at pointing out what you're doing and where you are to their comrades. So
are they speaking English?
They are, but I believe they some of them speak. I want to say Nepalese. I don't know. Or Hindi of some sort. So here's me using that MG nest to take out that reinforcement chopper, which is going down. And that's it. Fortress liberated. Interesting choice. It's a very interesting choice of words. So that is Far Cry 4 coming out this November.